Welcome. You're tuning in to a brand new explainer where we're going to capture the absolute essentials of David Daniel Kennedy's classic book, Feng Shui for Dummies, in 8 minutes or less. So, if you've ever felt like your home was literally draining your energy, or you're wondering why certain areas of your life just feel totally stuck, well, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to take thousands of years of ancient Chinese wisdom and distill it down into practical, actionable steps you can use right now. Sound good? Let's dive in. First things first, we've got to clear the air and bust a few major myths right out of the gate. Look, myth number one is that Feng Shui is just some kind of superstitious magic, right? Like a passing new age fad or some magical quick fix where you just, move a couch and suddenly you're a millionaire. No way. The reality, as Kennedy points out, is actually super pragmatic. It's all about the strategic placement and the deep interaction between human beings and their physical environments. Basically, it's an action-oriented strategy for spatial harmony. And when you get spatial harmony, you get life harmony. So, Section 1, Demystifying Feng Shui. What exactly are we talking about here?
To really wrap our heads around this, we have to start at the very beginning. Our trusted source material today shows us that this whole practice isn't just a trendy interior design thing. It's actually a massive holistic worldview that was used by emperors and ancient sages for thousands of years. They recognize something absolutely crucial. Your physical surroundings directly affect your inner and outer life. And to understand why, we just need to look at the literal translation of the words.
Okay, so Feng translates to wind, and Shui translates to water. These are the two fundamental, flowing elements that we literally need to survive. I mean, without wind or air, we wouldn't last a few minutes. Without water, we're gone in days. Historically, these elements shaped everything from the climate to human health. But it goes deeper than that. Beyond the physical stuff, wind and water are the essential carriers of qi. Think of qi as an invisible life force or vital energy. So Feng Shui is really the art of designing your environment to attract and harness this flowing, incredibly beneficial qi.
That brings us to Section 2, the flow of qi, and why this vital energy flow matters to you.
Getting a handle on this invisible current is really the secret sauce to understanding why Feng Shui actually works. The ancient Chinese had this deeply holistic view, right? They didn't just see the universe as a bunch of dead matter. They saw it as this vast, incredible landscape, constantly swirling with vital energy. And get this, the exact same energy that flows through a river flows right through you. Your essence is this energy. So your physical body is basically the vehicle through which this qi flows. If your external environment is blocked up or chaotic, that flow gets restricted and it's going to impact you both physically and mentally. So, where is all this energy actually coming from? Well, ancient philosophers broke it down into 3 realms of influence: heaven, earth, and human. Now, we can't easily change the heaven luck we're born with, but the earth realm, that is exactly where Feng Shui comes into play. The earth realm provides all of our physical sustenance, so how you position yourself relative to your surroundings directly impacts your earth luck. If you maximize the positive influences of your space, you literally maximize the positive flow in your life. But how do we actually measure that in our own homes? Let's look at Section 3, the Feng Shui octagon, which is how we start mapping out your energy. Think of the octagon as a sort of energetic blueprint that you overlay right onto the floor plan of your home. It maps out 9 distinct life areas. We're talking helpful people, career, knowledge, family, wealth, fame, marriage, children, and health. According to Grandmaster Lin Yin's School of Feng Shui, different physical corners of your home energetically correlate to these exact areas of your life. So for example, if your wealth corner happens to be the exact spot where you dump all your dirty laundry, well, it's not exactly a shocker if your finances are feeling a little stagnant, right? It's a literal map bridging the gap between your physical space and your life experience.
Moving on to Section 4, Practical Everyday Cures, where we start fixing those energetic blocks.
Okay, so we've diagnosed the space, now we shift from theory into action. Our sourcebook lays out this really logical, specific approach, so we're not just, randomly shoving furniture around and hoping for the best. First up, examine your life and pinpoint what just isn't working. Maybe it's your career, maybe it's a relationship. Second, decide exactly how you want it to improve. Third, use the octagon to map your home and scan that specific physical area for issues. Fourth, select your cures. This could be moving a bed, adding a splash of color, or just fixing up the lighting. And finally, step 5, actively implement those cures. It really puts you in the driver's seat. But hey, if you only take one thing away from this explainer, the book makes one absolute priority crystal clear: enliven your front door. The front door is literally considered the mouth of qi. It's the primary entry point for energy coming into your home. If the pathway to your front door is cluttered, dark, or just super uninviting, that vital energy simply cannot flow smoothly into your life. Keeping those pathways open and clear, that is Feng Shui 101.
This brings us to another intensely practical part of this whole thing, basic maintenance. Because your home is energetically tied to your body, broken stuff really matters. We're talking a malfunctioning appliance, a drippy pipe, a door that always sticks. These are not just minor annoyances. In Feng Shui, non-working equipment creates an energy of decay and stagnation. So fixing them isn't just your standard weekend chore, it's an absolutely vital energetic cure to restore healthy flow to your space, and by extension, your life.
Okay, Section 5, the psychology of space. Let's talk about mindset.
Listen, you can rearrange all the furniture you want, but if your mindset isn't aligned, that energy is just not going to flow. The single most powerful psychological tool you have is the unwavering belief that improvement is possible in any situation. Feng Shui is definitely not just some luxury for the wealthy, it's kind of like gravity, it works equally for everyone. The exact same energy is available to you right now, regardless of your current circumstances. But you are the center of the equation. You've got to be willing to roll up your sleeves, let go of the resistance, and physically clear out the old to make way for the new. Which leaves us with a pretty powerful thought to chew on. Take a second and look around the room you're sitting in right now. It is a mirror. If your physical space is a direct reflection of your internal energy in your life's trajectory, what is your space currently saying about your future? Do you see blocked pathways, broken items, neglected corners? Just recognizing those patterns is the very first step to unlocking the kind of harmony, success, and prosperity that a truly balanced environment can bring.
If you enjoyed this, subscribe to In 8 Minutes and never miss what matters.